Hi everyone, my name is Gabriella and today I'm going to be showing you how to make mini manouche zaatar. This is one of my favorite traditional Lebanese breakfasts. My family likes to make these mini versions just because it's a lot quicker, it's easy to make, and it just reminds us of home. Usually back home we would grab these from a bakery on the go with a cold bottle of pop and have that for breakfast, and I know it sounds crazy to have pop for breakfast, but it's actually really good with manouche. But anyways, let's get started. So for this kind of manouche, we're going to need some zaatar, which is basically a mix of oregano, toasted sesame seeds, and sumac. There are other ingredients that you can put into this. This is just the way my family likes to make it. We also are going to need some olive oil. That's just the one I have at home, but any type of olive oil that you have should work as well. We're going to need some buttermilk biscuits. I like to use biscuits because it's a lot quicker, but you can make your own dough if you choose to. That's totally up to you. We're going to need a bowl and then a spoon. And then we're also going to need a tray to spread these out on. We're going to start by preheating the oven to 350. And while we wait for that to preheat, we're going to pour some zaatar into a bowl. And then we're going to add some olive oil to the zaatar. And then we're going to start mixing it up. So as you can tell here, I'm probably going to need some more olive oil. I don't like to use measuring cups when I'm making this because it's not really necessary. You kind of just have to go along with it and just add more of either the zaatar or the olive oil as needed. But I did end up adding more olive oil to this, and this is what the consistency should look like. It shouldn't be too thick or too runny. It should be in between. So next we're going to take the can of buttermilk biscuits and open it up. This is what they look like on the inside, and the reason I like using the biscuits for this recipe is because they're literally the perfect shape and size for the mini manouches. And before we separate them out onto the tray like I did here, we're actually going to take each individual biscuit and flatten it out. So with your fingers, just firmly press down onto each one until it's in a circular shape and flat enough on the tray. And then once you're done doing that, this is what it should end up looking like. And you're going to take each of them and spread them out onto the tray like I'm doing here. And it's okay if they end up touching when they're on the tray. They're not really going to expand much more in the oven, so it won't really matter in the end. Then you're going to mix up the zaatar a little more and take a spoonful of each and put it on each individual piece and just spread it out with the spoon. I find that the spoon is the easiest utensil to use for this. If you have something else that you prefer, that's totally fine, but I just like using the spoon. I also really like zaatar a lot, so I like to fill up my manouche with a lot of zaatar, but you can put as much as you please. Also, just make sure that you are spreading it out evenly onto each manouche. That is really important because you don't want it to be too much on one side and not enough on the other. And then you're going to do the same to the rest of them. This is what they should end up looking like in the end after all of the zaatar is on all of the biscuits. And then now that the oven is preheated to 350, we're going to go ahead and put them in. These look amazing, and I really can't wait until they're done because I know they're going to be delicious. And I also really can't wait until you guys try this recipe at home because I think that you're really going to like them. Set a timer for 15 minutes once they're in the oven. It may seem like a long time, but it is really needed for these to come out perfect. Now that it's been 15 minutes, you can take them out, and this is what they're going to end up looking like. Now that they're all done, we can finally have some and enjoy. If you do end up trying this recipe at home, please leave a comment below and let me know how it goes. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and have a nice day.